I applied for a Japanese tourist visa, and guess what? It got approved. So, hello people. Today I'll be talking about all the documents and the process that happens and you need basically to apply yourself for a Japanese tourist visa. So it took for around 5 business days for me. I submitted it last Tuesday and I got this week's Tuesday. It's basically Tuesdays. But yeah, 5 business days a week, but Saturday and Sundays are not business days, right? So that's the average time. A week is the average time, but I have heard of cases when it gets extended till a month. In the worst case, do not take that as a norm. Okay, the norm is a week or 7 business days. Okay, so I'll be listing out some documents and along with that some description about them, okay? Because some people do not have a set of documents. Let's say there is one requirement that is past 3 years idea, okay? So for someone like me who got graduated just last year, we do not have 3 years idea, maybe just two, maybe just one, or maybe not all together. So there are some, what do we say, alternative documents or something that we can attach with our, application to make it strong. So we'll talk about those things as well. So I have my laptop open and I have a list of all the documents that I actually applied, that I actually submitted to the VFS office, and so there. Let's just go with it. Okay. First one is passport. Yeah, bro. If you are going outside the country, you need to have a passport. If you do not have, go and just apply for it. It will take around a month, I think, to get it yourself. And it's not a big process. It's a bit tedious, but yeah, that is all. Get a passport. Okay. Second one is passport photocopy. I got colored ones. See, you can attach some extra documents with some extra features, okay? Do not go for less, because if it gets rejected, you'll regret it, okay? And then you'll think of all these points. Maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have attached colored photocopy and stuff. So let it not come to that, okay? Just attach a colored photocopy. So 2 photocopies of passport, front and back on the same page is preferred. You can do that. Third is the visa application form. So you can just go to the VFS Global website and you see a visa application form there. You just download it and online only on Chrome or some web browser only, or maybe in Adobe. I don't know. You can electronically you can enter all the details. You don't need to print it first and then fill it with ink. That's not the case. So I had used the form on the VFS Global website, but when I went there, I found that the form has been updated. So she provided me a new form which I had to fill there through pen. So yeah, be prepared for such kind of things. If you already have your previous visa application form prepared, then I don't think rewriting that on another form is going to be a problem. I'll attach the link of the form below. You can just go there and download it and just fill all of the details. And one more thing, all the fields that you are not eligible to, let's say it's asking if you're married, and if you're married what's the spouse name and stuff like that. If you're not married, just write any, whichever fields you are not writing anything at, just put any on there, okay? Just to clarify, that is all. Cover letter, okay, we'll talk about that in the last. Okay, that's really important thing that people don't really stress a lot on. So let's talk about that in the last. Then photographs, okay. For Japanese visa, you need a 2-inch by 2-inch photographs. Okay, that's not a big deal. Okay, just either have your own picture taken or just go to a photo studio and either give them the picture you've taken or just take a new picture altogether, okay? And then tell them you need it for the visa process. He'll ask you which country and you will say Japan. He's asked for the dimensions. You need to say 2 inches by 2 inches. That is a dimension, and he will take some time, do some photoshopping and get those 6, 12, whatever, set how many you want. You just need two. Okay, two is more than enough. But yeah, have four for precaution, who knows. So, photographs. Next are hotel itineraries, or sorry, travel itineraries and hotel bookings. So that is required. Okay. So for me, what I had done is before applying for all these stuff, I had made a travel itinerary kind of thing. So it wasn't really day by day stuff, but I had like if I have planned 5 days in Tokyo, 3 days in let's say Kanazawa, 3 days in Kyoto, Osaka, like those things like that. So you just need to have an idea, right? What you're going to do. Like let's say day one going to Shibuya, like those kind of things, right? Day two to Nikko or somewhere. Similarly in Kyoto, day two to Nara or just Fushiminari, whatever your planning is, you need to put that down first of all day by day. Okay, so I had made a kind of a table. First column was the day number, second was the date, third was the activity, okay, then fourth was the hotel name. Okay, the hotel name that I'll be staying, let's say the first 5 days I'm in Tokyo, and the hotel name of the hotel that I'm supposed to stay in Tokyo. I'll put that hotel name. The fifth one I think was contact, mobile number of that hotel. You'll get that on booking.com. Okay, and the last one was the address of that hotel, of that said hotel. So how do you get that hotels? Let's say you do not want to book right now, but for the visa application process you need to. So how you can do this? Just go to booking.com and like pick any hotels in the city that you want to stay in and choose the pay at property option. Okay, you do not need to pay it upfront, just pay at property option. And what it will do is you can show it in a visa process. Once a visa gets approved, just cancel all these bookings. Nothing is lost, no money lost. Okay, so that is one of the way. I didn't need to cancel it since I had already planned it all, so I just went through with it. For some I even paid upfront because yeah, and that wasn't an option, right? So yeah, you need to have travel itinerary. Along with that, attach in a new document, attach your hotel confirmation receipt, right? When you book a hotel on booking.com, you get an option to print confirmation receipt or something. So just print that receipt, and however hotels, like howsoever hotels you have, let's say 5 or 6, let's print the receipts of all 5 or 6 of them, staple it together, and like basically give that as well to the application at the VFS office. So yeah, those are some required documents. Travel itinerary, I'll attach the format below. Second one is travel bookings receipt of all the hotels. Now you have flight tickets. Okay, so that was a bit embarrassing for me. So for just a premise, my trip is planned for 28th September till 12th of October. Okay, and you can only apply for visa 3 months prior to your date, because when you apply for a visa and it gets approved, you get a validity period of 3 months, out of which you can plan your trip anywhere in those 3 months for 15 days or something. So I could only apply 3 months before my return date to India, right? That is 12th of October. So I actually applied on 30th of July. You know, the thing is, I booked my flight tickets on 1st of April. Yeah, I was too excited at that time, and I wanted to, put a leash on myself. If I just book my tickets on 1st of April for 6 months from now, then I will surely save money and just be prepared to go, right? Right, that was the correct decision, but you do not need to do that. For flight tickets, okay, see, sometimes visa can get rejected. So the norm is to not book flight tickets before your visa gets approved. Okay, so how do you provide the flight details? See, there are some dummy flights that you can book or through agents and stuff. They don't charge, I think, at max 5,000, or who knows. Like they'll charge, I think, a bit of money, a bit of amount. I don't have much expertise in this, so you need to find these agents or how to book dummy flights. I think there are even sites regarding that. So just do a bit research and find how you can book dummy tickets. Do not buy tickets before it gets approved, man. It's 50, 60,000 rupees to and fro, and if that is a good amount of money, you do not want to lose that again. So that is one of the things. After that, you need, yeah, 6 month pay slips. Okay, so let me come to idea first. So there is one clause, right, that you need to have past 3 years idea for your application. Now, someone like me who got graduated just last year and only have 1 year of idea, what to do, right? So simple. If you're someone who doesn't have 3 years idea, if you have 3 years idea, just attach it and let go. That is all you need to do. But if you're someone like me who only has 1 or 2 years idea, then what you need to do is provide that 1 or 2 year idea. Provide that. Along with that, provide form 16s of all the years, like 1 or 2 years, whatever. For me, it was one, so 1 year idea, 1 year form 16, and past 6 months pay slip from where you're working at, from a job. Okay, past 6 months pay slip. These three things. Also, this is one thing that I didn't find in any YouTube video that I was watching through, binging through, just to get an idea of what documents I need. This is something I found on the Japanese embassy website directly. I was researching a lot and I found this clause which made me a lot more confident in my application than I was before. So this is basically that if there is a clause, I think I'll put it somewhere, a screenshot of that somewhere on the screen. So if you are a recent graduate from, let's say, maybe a central or state institute, you'll see above, right? And it's only been at most 3 years since you graduated. Okay, at most 3 years. That is, it's just a year before you graduated, or it's been 2 years since you graduated, or at max it's been 3 years since you graduated. You can provide your graduation certificate, and even if you do not have the required financial ability, you will get a bit prioritized. Okay, please have the required financial ability. I'm in no way saying that you can need not have the required financial ability, and if you just provide the graduation certificate, then it will be all well and done. But no, it is a clause. But I, just to strengthen my argument of idea, I provide my graduation certificate. See, what happened was, even if that clause wasn't valid, still I had one proof of why I had only 1 year idea, because I am providing the proof that I graduated last year by providing the graduation certificate. So even if that clause doesn't come into effect, it will still strengthen your application. Okay, so just attach it. Providing one extra document isn't gonna hurt you. Providing one less will, definitely will. Okay, so yeah, that was it. No, that wasn't it. It was just related to idea. So 1 year idea, 1 year form 16, and 6 months, last 6 months pay slip. Along with that, provide a graduation certificate. Now, how to connect all those? That we'll see in the cover letter. Okay, you need to provide every single reason or detail that you are thinking in your head on that cover letter. Okay, they're not gonna understand anything unless you are gonna write them and tell it to them. So that's what we do in cover letter. Talk about it in the last. Let's see if something else is left. Okay, we have you have the NOC and employment letter. Okay, so one is employment proof. I know employment proof you can get through your HR department of your of a job. If it's a startup, just ask to approach your manager or someone. Employment proof, employment letter or something. It will just have your the company's address, the company's emblem, your address, your present working address or mailing address, then maybe your income that you're getting, and then it will be that, yeah, you said employees working at here and all those things. So employment letter. And second that is expected is NOC, no objection certificate or leave certificate, right? That your company has no objection over your leave on this trip. So I didn't attach NOC with my application because I heard that one of them is enough, either letter of employment or NOC. But if you can, please attach it, because see, I found about this NOC the first time on the day I was going, to attach to provide my application to UFS office. So I didn't have time on that day, but you have right now, I assume. So if you have, along with employment letter, you just need to raise one more request, that is for NOC, a no objection certificate or leave certificate. So if possible, attach that, but employment letter should be more than enough as well. IDR is done, 6 months bank statement. Okay. Here comes the next thing, and that is your 6 months bank statement, last 6 months bank statements. Okay, the last one was bank payslip. Okay, now this is 6 months bank statement. So what does this mean? This means that you need to provide, like, let's say you have 2 or 3 accounts. One is your salary account, in which you basically get your salary, and the other 2, let's say, are savings account. So your salary account is a must. You need to provide your salary account 6 months bank statement. Along with that, let's say from my case, okay, let's talk about my case. I have 2 accounts. One is my salary account, that is in HDFC, and I don't need to say that, right? Second one is a savings account. Okay, so the money that I was saving, the corpus I was saving for my trip, I just put it from my salary account to my savings account. Okay, so my savings account total corpus was basically my savings for the trip, so I need to show that. But salary account shows that you are getting a fixed salary every single month, and you need to show that. That's what they basically ask for. So you need to provide both of them. If you have 3 savings account, if the third one is not relevant here, if you're not saving any money for the trip here, you do not need to put the third saving account anything. But salary account is a must, and the account where you're saving the trip's corpus or money. So that is what I did. I provided the last 6 months bank statement of my salary account and the last 6 months bank statement of my savings account. Also have it attested. Go to a bank branch, local branch of a bank, okay, and have it attested. Attested means stamped and signed, both of these. So I had it done on my last 6 months bank statement. That's a mouthful to say, man. Okay, next we have MF. Okay, yeah. So let's say you have some savings. That was another question that I had. So let's say you have some savings, you have some mutual funds, you have some FDs, you have some RDs, you have some NPS, EPFs, PPFs, whatever you have. Okay. Now you have a question. Do I need to liquidate all that, put it in my savings or salary account to show that I have the required, financial ability to bear the expenses of my trip? The question, the answer to this question is no. You do not need to liquidate all of those. So what you can do is, go to the website. Go to the website where you can get statements for all these savings, okay, and attach those statements together with the financial ability. So let's say my case. Let's talk about my case. I have some mutual funds. Okay, I have some others, but I did not need to add that as well, because mutual funds was more than enough to prove my financial ability along with my corpus in my savings account. So what I did was, I have some mutual funds. So I went to CAM's website. I printed, got a printout, basically a PDF of my statement, of my mutual fund statement, and I attached it with, my bank statements. So what I did in the cover letter, okay, let's talk about a cover letter for once here. You need to tell everything, okay, everything that you are thinking and doing. Let's say what I was doing is, I have the required financial ability to bear my expenses. Here is my total corpus, and you see, you write total corpus is equal to some money in mutual funds plus some money in savings account plus some money in current account. You get it? Let's say 1 lakh bracket mutual funds plus 1 lakh bracket savings account plus 1 lakh bracket current account, salary account, something. Total corpus is this much in INR. Then I just put in approximately equal to that INR to yen conversion rate, and this much yen. Along with that, put one line below that the above, let's say, savings or the above investments can be liquidated as per needed during the duration of my trip within 1 to 2 business days. So that just gives them an idea of, like, these funds that you have can be liquidated whenever you want, and is something you can use. Because if it's something like you cannot even liquidate that, then what's the use of, putting them into your whole resume or kind of application. Okay, the last one I need to tell you is that basically the address proof. So in some cases like mine, unfortunately, you have your passport made in some other city, let's say, and then you move to some other city for work, and you're applying there on that in that city's VFS office to, for the visa application process. For example, I had my passport made in Lucknow or Kanpur, okay, and then I'm working right now in Hyderabad. So I had to go to Hyderabad's VFS global office to apply for my visa. So now why is there an inconsistent address, right? I had my passport in Hyderabad, but I'm applying. Sorry, my passport in Lucknow, but I'm applying in Hyderabad. So you need to provide some address proof, your current address proof. Why are you in Hyderabad? So see, this has some multiple things. You can have electricity bills of your new apartment or some kind of bills. For me, like I didn't have all those. Even if I had, I didn't really preserve those, and I didn't want to do all that work because I had my rental agreement. So if you have a rental agreement, okay, that is more than enough. Just get it printed out and attach it to your application. Okay, rental agreement is more than enough. And I think that is all. Passport done, passport photocopy done, visa application form done, photographs done, travel itinerary or hotel bookings done, flight tickets, hotel bookings, I think it's already done, 6 months salary slips, NOC or leave letter if possible. No, sorry, NOC and employment letter. Okay, then ITR along with that form 16, along with that last 6 months pay slips and stuff. Then 6 months bank statements, last 6 months bank statements, and your savings report, that's a mutual funds or something that you can liquidate fast, and rental agreement or some address proof if you have your passport at a different city, than the city that you're applying at right now. So these are the things you need to have. Along with that, at last, now we come to the cover letter. Okay. So again, I'll be attaching the format of the cover letter below. Maybe it will be the cover letter I used, or I'll remove some things, just for privacy stuff. So you can use that as a reference, but what you basically need to do is to the consulate of Japan and some center in India and those things. After that, your subject of applying for tourist visa in Japan, purpose of stay is tourism, all those things. After that, you need to put a bit of, what do we say, you will see that in the format. Okay, I'll tell you the important stuff. After that, you'll need to provide a day by day itinerary of how do you want to stay. See, I had a 15-day trip, so I just placed 5 days in Tokyo, at this hotel, 3 days in this, at this hotel, 3 days in, stuff like that. And then below I have attached all the travel bookings and travel itineraries in a different printout, so you can please refer to that. After that, I put idea stuff that I just graduated last year, so I do not have 3 years ITR since I started working last year. So I only have 1 year ITR. Along with that, I'm attaching my form 16 as well as my last 6 months bank pay slips. Okay. After that, as a proof of me graduating last year, I have attached my graduation certificate and put a total corpus here. Hey, my camera got overheated and I had to switch to my mobile. So where was I? I was talking about the cover letter, right? So after all those things, that you have the required financial ability and those stuff, you need to, after that, provide all the documents that you attached to your application, right? Everything, like passport photocopies, visa application form, photographs, travel itineraries, hotel bookings, flight tickets, 6 months salary slips, IDR, Form 16, leave letter or NOC, employment letter, investment reports, rental agreement, everything that you have provided, just put it in a bulleted list so that they know that you have it all. Okay, just enough one, just enough one view. So you need to do that because they, I don't think, have much time. They have a lot of applications to look through, and to be honest, when you finally make do with all your application, it will become this thick. So it is good to have kind of a table of contents there. So just put it all there, and after that, just put a line that I have attached all the documents that I have right now. If you need any of those, please do not hesitate to contact me on this contact number, your name, and those stuff. Again, this will be in the description. You can get the format from there, and these things should be there. So yeah, that is all of it. Some tips for your application process. First is have cash ready. Okay, for everything you're taking. I think VFS Global's fees is 750, 850 something. 5 or 600 is the VFS Global convenience fee, or maybe the visa fee, and 500 is the courier delivery fee. If you opt for your passport and your visa results to be delivered to you via courier. So it total is around, I think, 1850. For me it was 1850, 1850 rupees only. So you need to have that in cash ready. Do not go like me with UPI with your mobile and ask for where I can pay using my QR code scanner, and she'll say, get out of here, go and get some paper money. Okay, so that's what I did. So paper money is a must, and is there anything else you need? I don't think so. I think that is more than enough. If you do all these, maybe you'll get your visa approved even faster than mine. That is 5 business days. So good luck. Maybe sometimes they do call you, okay, after you have submitted your visa application. After 1-2 days, maybe they will call you. They called me, and just to confirm some details that I have already provided. So please describe when he asks you something. Like if he asks you your application, like your address is different in your current your current working address is different from your passport address. So say everything, that yeah, it is different since I made my passport from Lucknow and I'm currently working in Hyderabad, and to support that I have attached my rental agreement as the proof of my current working address along with my employment proof, which shows that this is my current mailing address. So things like that. Okay, please describe what you want them to know, basically. And yeah, that is all. That is all, I think. Yeah, so it has been quite some time since I've uploaded any videos on my YouTube channel. I think I'll start again using this travel content or something, since I'm going there anyway. So like these visa application steps or some itinerary making and stuff like that. Like if you want that, please let me know. And thank you for watching till now. Bye bye.